Hi, loved ones. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I'm also doing well, and I'm really grateful to God for the opportunity. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing me now, my name is Dr. Victoria. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure to do so. Now, guys, today I would love to share about danger signs in pregnancies, not just that which I have read in the book, but those which I have come term to term, face to face with women that I've presented with them. Some have come to hospital early enough, and thanks be to God, the lives of their babies have been saved. Unfortunately, some have had these signs, and yet they stayed at home. By the time they come to hospital and we do an ultrasound, we find that the baby was long gone, and the mother didn't know. But before I go to that, there's a song that really encourages my heart, and I pray that it encourages your heart. That despite everything, at the end of the day, God will make a way. You could be there and you've really been looking forward to holding your own daughter, to holding your own son. But for one reason or the other, it's not been possible. I want to tell you, do not give up. It's not over until God says so. You made a way when our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over. You made a way, and I'm standing here only because you made a way. You made a way, Heavenly Father, when our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over. You made a way, and I'm standing here only because you made a way. You move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your power. You perform miracles. There is nothing that's impossible. And I'm standing here only because you made a way. You move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your power, Lord. You perform miracles. There is nothing that's impossible. And I'm standing here only because you made a way. Now, guys, the first thing that I've seen commonly women coming with when they are pregnant is bleeding, pervaginal bleeding. Something it's just normal to bleed when you're pregnant. And unfortunately, for some where bleeding starts quite early, some take it as menses, only to come to hospital and realize they were pregnant. And what's happening is that they are aborting. Very sad. So anytime you bleed in pregnancy, be it a small amount, something that you can easily ignore, do not ignore. Please come to the hospital. The other thing I've seen is women who have started perceiving fetal movements. They can hear the baby kick, and then suddenly the baby stops kicking. And something it's normal. Some say maybe my baby is just sleeping. And so one day goes by, the second day goes by, the third day goes by, the fourth day goes by. After about a week, that's when they realize, let me go to hospital. I haven't been feeling my baby kick for the past 1 week. And unfortunately, by the time they come to hospital, there's no child. We do an ultrasound and the baby was long gone. So after you started feeling your baby kick, if the kick reduces, you can perceive it as a mother. You need to come to hospital. If the kick stops, you can't hear the baby move at all. Even if it's just for a day, don't stay at home. Quickly come to the hospital. The other thing is, during pregnancy, maybe you're 25 weeks, 26, 28 weeks, and then you could even be 30 something weeks. Then suddenly you have this fluid that's being released from your vagina. It's not a very clear fluid, but it's flowing down your legs. You've used pads or you're using cotton. Somehow the cotton is just soaked, the pad is soaked, and the draining of that fluid from your vagina doesn't seem to stop. That is a danger sign. You need to come to hospital, okay? In some cases, actually that situation where you find some watery fluid that's getting discharged through your vagina, we refer to it as a premature rupture of membranes. It means the membranes have ruptured before a time. And that means you don't just stay at home and say this is normal. I have seen women stay at home. By the time they come to hospital, they have been draining fluid for so long, and the baby is not there. Alright? The other thing is, if you're pregnant and you start getting headaches, your eyes, your vision starts getting affected, you can't see clearly, your blood pressure rises, you're convulsing, you need to come to hospital. For some women, there are women who go to nearby facilities, they get their blood pressure checked. They're told your blood pressure is high, but the woman is like, I don't have any symptoms. It's just the blood pressure that's high. Remember, as an individual, you could not be feeling the effect, but whatever you're carrying is feeling the effect of that increased blood pressure. So anytime you're pregnant and your blood pressure rises, you go to hospital and you're told your blood pressure is high. Even if it's just mildly high, don't sit at home. Please come to the hospital. And the other thing is, if you start experiencing labor pains before your EDD comes, before your estimated date of delivery approaches, you start getting labor pains. You start getting this pain in your abdomen that increases, stops, comes, it's on and off. But then with each episode of the pain, it's worse than the previous pain. And at times